Hey guys and girls, what is going on? It is Zazzri today, and I'm bringing you Season 2, Episode number 1 of my Manchester City career mode. So this episode is just going to be dedicated to transfers, so if that is the sort of thing you're interested in, then stick around. I'm not going to put all my big ones at the beginning, I'm going to spread them out just as they happen, so you guys can get a feel of what I'm thinking, why I've done certain transfers at certain times. You can see just some of my objectives here that they want me to win the league, essentially. Of course, that's pretty much expected. Season's budget, 54.5 million. I just want to say now, what I'm going to try to do, and I'm not going to be so strict with this, but in the first season I spent so much money that my attempt is going to be sort of to only spend what I get back. So let's say I spend 20 million on a player, I need to sell 20 million worth of players in order to buy that player. It's just going to be something I kind of sort of loosely stick to this season. Next season I might try and do it a bit more. I'll let you guys sort of dictate that. Do you think that's a good idea, sort of stick to financial fair play from this season onwards, or do you think just completely ignore it? I mean, this season 2, it's going to be sort of a rough guideline, just try and get it to similar, and then we'll see how hard it is. And then we can say, if you guys in this video comment, say, yeah, we want that, do that, and make it more interesting, make it tougher, then let me know, and then from season 3 onwards, we'll really enforce it and make sure that I'm not spending crazy money as I did in the first season. But I wanted to do that. I felt I needed to. I mean, the squad wasn't where I wanted it. You can see I'm just changing some of the players, putting some on loan, some I'm transfer listing. But yeah, if you haven't seen Season 1, check that out. But yeah, Season 2, basically I won the Premier League, obviously, as you know, went out of the Champions League and the FA Cup in the quarterfinals. So that's where we need to improve this season. I felt that we're a little bit light in some areas, and that that's why I've done some of the transfers that I've made. I'm trying to get a lot of my young players out on loan for the season. Hopefully they'll grow, because you can see they're worth about 100 to 400,000. Now if they grow by a few overalls, because they're still young players, they will be worth so much more. And that's what I'm doing. Even though some of them they'll never get in the first team because they're not good enough, I'm putting them out on the loan list, because if they come back with a bit better overall, they might be worth a few extra 100,000 or more than 1 million more. So it all matters, and at the end of the day, it just gets a bit off my wage budget as well. Fernandinho, transfer listing him because I didn't really use him that much towards the end of last season. He's 30, starting to go down his overall. Got better players in that position. Sanya, same thing, didn't really use him. Better players in the position. Evans, at 60 overall at age 20, he's just never going to be worth much. And same with Gunn. So I mean, that's why I'm getting rid of those players. Those players that are at my youth academy that are already much better. Now I'm signing Danny Welbeck for 20 million and 90,000 a week. You might be thinking, why are you doing that? It's because Jovetic last season got injured for 7 months, and having 2 strikers was a really big pain. They were always tired, especially as we went for competitions. I know he's at Man United. I did download latest squads, but some players like Danny Welbeck were still at United. I don't know if it was, say, they didn't. But then Falcao was at United as well, so I don't really know how that worked. But anyway, yeah, I'm purchasing him. I think that he's going to be a very good striker for us. He's 24. So he'll be at the club for a long time. Hopefully he's got some very good stats on him, especially after a season where he's got a season to develop and grow a bit better. But I'm hoping to play a 2-striker system this year, so he will get a lot of game time, and it'll mean that I can rotate my squad a bit better than just having 3 strikers. Yeah, moving on, you can see we've sold Fernandinho to Chelsea for 11.5 million, giving us 10 of that. But yeah, I mean that just counts against the Welbeck thing. You can see I'm hopefully going to sell some other players as well. You can see I inquired about Nathaniel Klein just above that. The reason I'm doing that is because obviously we sold Sanya. So we've got Kolarov, Clichy, Richards, Zabaleta, and I just felt that Klein would be a good backup for us if we ever needed him in that position. So yeah, and I also wanted to sell, I think it was either Clichy or Kolarov. I wanted to sell one of them, and I was like, Klein will be the backup player because they want him for 6.5 million. I think that's fair, but I was hoping to get him for less. But the reason for that is that I think that Klein's got a good enough overall to be a good backup, but he's not too good where it'll be like, okay, I need to play him because he's really good. But yeah, you can see that with Soko Fofana. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, but yeah, he's going on loan to Leeds United. He's a player like, he's not going to get in the team at 63 overall at age 20, but he might grow and become a better player. So we've signed Nathaniel Klein for 500,000 and Sanya. So I think this is a really good deal for us. Sanya's on a much higher wage. He might be on double or a bit more. I'm not on about in real life, I'm on about the game. So we've got a big increase in our wage budget because of him going. Also getting a great player like Klein for 500,000. In real life, I'm sure he's going to be an England player in the next few years. We've got a player who's going down in his overall for one that's going up, an English player for a French one, and obviously I'm trying to build a sort of British team. So I think it's a really, really good deal for us. $500,000 for him. Got rid of a player that I didn't want. Got a player on a lower wage budget that's British. He ticks all the boxes. I think it's a really good signing for us, so very pleased with that. Moving on, Karim Rakik. I'm pretty sure he's got quite a high potential, but he didn't grow at all last season. He was out on loan, and I'm hoping sending him to Swansea he might grow this season, because it's really annoying that he's not growing at all. It happens to me a lot in career modes where he just doesn't grow for some reason. Yeah, I know he has a high overall in other people's career modes. He does seem to grow. I don't know what it is about mine that he just never seems to do it, and it's kind of frustrating because I'm like, come on, you're going to do something this time, and he just never does. I don't know why that is. If you've got any advice on that, what has made him grow for you, because he's been out on loan before and he didn't do it in FIFA 14 and he didn't do it in FIFA 13, so kind of annoying. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's already worth $1.5 million, so, and he's age 20, so I mean he's got maybe 5 years till I'd even want him in the team potentially, so he's got a long time to be able to sort out his overall and everything. Moving on, Emre Hughes. He's going out to Aston Villa on loan. He's a player I'm pretty sure he won't get into the team, but age 21 his overall is going to improve, so let's say I decide, okay, he's 74 overall and he's age 24, he ain't going to get in my team. Alright, let's sell him then, and he might be worth 4 or 5 million instead of 1 million, so I'm now. George, show this that I'm rejecting all offers for Nastasic. Completely messed up his name there, got a bit tongue-tied. Wow, that's bad. But yeah, they offered 3.8 million. Just never sell him for that. I mean, he's 77 overall, age 22. Very good backup for me at the minute. I'm hoping that he'll transition to like a first-team starter in the near future. But right now, very good backup. Why would I want to sell him for such low money when, even if you can see they might accept up to 10 million. So I'm definitely not going to sell him for that. Moving on to Joe Hart here. I wanted to reject all offers for him as well. 16 million they offered, which is, I suppose is a fair price, but no way we'd ever sell him for that. His overall has increased from last year. He's 28, so he's got a long time left in him for a keeper. British player. And he's just been really, really good for me this season, so definitely not going to sell him, rejecting all offers for him as well. There was just no way. I mean, players like that, well, I don't know why you think I'd accept. Real Madrid once again coming. They come in for Ross Bartley this time. As you remember, we bought him for, was it 20 million? I think it was 20 million. They've offered us 11. No way. Ross Bartley hasn't really grown or anything, but I know he's got bags of potential. And when people like Silva, Zazzri get older and leave the club, he's going to be the one that's going to take over where they're playing. As they're getting older now, Silva's 30 in career mode at this point. So, in a couple of seasons' time, Silva will be gone. Barkley will be our main attacking midfielder, and I'm sure he'll be worth a lot more than 11 million. So, rejected all offers for him as well, because I just don't want to sell him right now. Unless I just wouldn't want to sell him. There's pretty much no price that I would accept. Robert Lewandowski. So, Arsenal came in for 54.5 million for him, and I've just completely rejected it. The reason for this is, think about the strikers that we could go get right now that are of his level. I know there's quite a lot of strikers that have a potential rating of around, the high 80s, but there's not that many that in Season 2 will be there. You think about Schwani, the Belgian striker, really good potential and everything, but after one season, essentially, because they're at the start of Season 2, he ain't going to be there, so I've rejected that. They've come in for Karim Benzema. If you remember, we paid 37 million for him, and now they're offering 63.5, and they could accept 93 million. I'm pretty sure that was quite a good deal on my behalf. That we bought him for 37 and clubs might accept 93, which is just absolutely crazy. But I'm rejecting the offers for him. He's incredible. Always scores lots of goals for me. He's incredibly good at his stats. There's no one else I'd want to replace him with. Lewandowski, you could argue, maybe he's better. For me, Benzema is perfect for the way I play, perfect for this team. Age 27, he's still got maybe 3-4 seasons in him, so there's no way I want to sell him right now. Scott Sinclair, though, has been sold to QPR for 2.1 million. The reason for this is I know he's a British player, and it's like, why would you want to get rid of him? I used him a few times last season, and he was so poor, so bad. Sometimes he's good in FIFA 14, FIFA 13, because he had really good pace, and it didn't matter that he wasn't that good at ball skills, because on the previous FIFAs it didn't really matter too much, whereas with this one it really does. So he's been just really poor, stopped getting the game ever, and I'm just never going to use him. He's age 26 now, so I thought might as well sell him and just get him off the books, get him out of here. So yeah, that's that. We've sold him. You can see some of the top deals were third. Sanchez has gone to Bayern Munich, and Lloris has gone to Real Madrid for 48.5 million. I'm assuming they needed a good goalkeeper. If you remember, they came in for Hart as well, so I'm assuming that is something that they needed. If they're paying that amount of money for Lloris, I would never pay that for a goalkeeper. You can see though, I was trying to keep it on Manchester City. So we've played 20.5 million for players, Klein and Welbeck. We've let go 13.6. Someone came in for Caballero, sorry, I couldn't say his name. I accepted it was like 9 million, and then because it was like 2 hours left, it didn't have time, so we kept him. Because I was like, I was going to show you guys the fact that it balanced out, but it couldn't quite. But let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, because I will do that from next season onwards. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give it a like rating, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.